guys, it's Kip, and you're never going to believe who was coming up through the ATL area and decided to stop here and say hello, so I had him buy me lunch. But then I thought, you know what, you turkey, I haven't been able to get you on camera to tell the world the things that you've been telling me and so many others about what you experienced in the hospitals with Eve. So, you know, real quick, I'm going to slide my head out of the way and put on this handsome mug.
Please. You know, when I think about Eve and when I think about how we deployed it in our hospital system, and you know, for you guys who don't know me, my name is Matt Lopez. I used to work as the...
I don't know his first name. I only call him Lopez anymore.
I used to work as one of the chief development officers for a large hospital system called the Hospital Corporation of America, and we deployed Eve in several of our hospital EDs. And what I've been telling Kip for years is there's a collateral that happens post Eve. And from a hospital perspective, what really truly happens is this. You will call law enforcement more than ever before after taking the Eve class. And the reason why is because your nurses will realize, and your paramedics, and even your physicians will realize one important thing, and that's dealing with assault by yourself, or even with an unarmed security guard that isn't trained to deal with assault in the first place, but rather to guard and lock the doors, which is really what their job is in a facility, is not their job. And assault is a criminal offense, and by bringing law enforcement in to deal with an assault, you get to actually watch the totality happen, which is someone who assaults an individual be prosecuted for doing so.
And you know, we were talking before though about how many times the injury rate was decreased in the hospital.
The injury rate went down exponentially. I mean, you have to think about it. If you're not being assaulted, and assault is the #1 thing that you're going to be injured for, now we're in needle, sticks, and back pain. And while we try and mitigate that all day long, it's the hospital, and in essence, there's going to be an accident. But I'd much rather have a nurse have an accident on the job that we're trying to do everything to mitigate than have them hurt themselves and not have any training.
Dealing with, right?
Absolutely.
You know, because you know, a confused patient is a confused patient. A criminal, drunk, or drugged attacker is a criminal.
Well,
they're two different people.
And the differentiation between patient and attacker is really what it all comes down to.
That's right.
You know, we always have that hard time trying to define, is this really a patient, regardless of whatever state of psychosis that they're in. And now the delineation of, if I'm in danger, it's an attacker until proven otherwise,
That's right.
makes it so much easier. So yeah, that's probably the biggest takeaway, and why hospitals, even our competitor hospitals, were coming up to my hospital system and saying, hey, what are you doing, and hey, how can we get that?
Right.
So
and the thing is though is that but did you see, and we're still here, we're still in, okay, but did you notice that nurses of all sizes, shapes, ages, male, female, and everybody was able to take the class?
Oh yeah. I think the funniest part of the day is when a 140-pound nurse can stare at a 240-pound guy like me and not only take me down to the ground, but also know how to escape. And really, it's not about, you know, being the big shot. It's just about escaping. And if I can't touch you, then I can't hurt you.
That's would you agree that it's because most people have a confusion as to what is or is not self-defense? People think that self-defense is, well, I got to beat someone up, I have to kill a man in 3 moves, I got to destroy him. But that's not what we teach people, and yet we see success all the time in our self-defense. So
yeah, you know, I mean, I used to think of self-defense when I first started with you as I had to know every move, and
I remember that.
I don't have a background in karate, how can I do this, and am I going to make a mockery of myself, and just not being touched.
Makes a big difference, right? Yeah, it's like the whole trick is, you know, how do you beat that, you know, MMA fighter? Don't fight him. Don't fight him. I mean, you can't get people to understand that. You don't grapple with a grappler. You don't strike the striker. You know, the trick is, it's like if you're losing in chess, get off the board. Hey, I'm done. You know. So guys, this is Lopez. Obviously, you know, we've become like family over the years, and I was really glad that he, you know, gave the call and said he was coming through. But now, as you can see, the difference in how we dress. He makes all the jack. Guys, I'm Kip. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.